Conversations when it's me, Erica Renee, your host.
And it's me, Jermonte, your best co-host.
Hey, well, y'all, it's the Loose Chatter Podcast, and thank you all for tuning in. So, we're going to get right into some advice segment, part of the podcast. All right, let's see what the listeners sent in now. You ready to see what they said, girl?
I'm locked and loaded.
Let's see. The first one says, we are getting married this fall. The subject of joining finances has come up. Some say put your money together and others disagree. What's your opinion?
I still think you should keep it separate, like majority of your money. Whereas I think you should have one joint account for bills, maybe, or like a rainy day fund that you both can like deposit into, but make sure you keep an eye on it, but like make sure, okay, what you dipping in this account for,
Oh, Lord.
don't be doing it for nothing else.
I think, like she said, keep some together and some separate. But women, y'all make sure y'all get your own little fund for the blonde fund in case he decide to run off with a blonde.
Always keep your own money. My mama always told me that.
Yes, always. You never know what these men are gonna do. Next question. Why, when you ladies meet a guy, the first thing you ask is, what do you do for a living? Why can't it be, what are your goals in life? You just go straight to the money. Because we don't want to bum. That's why. And be glad we're not asking for your credit report.
I don't know about that because I don't know if it's because I'm younger or what, but I don't ask.
You don't?
What they like, obviously the question comes up, oh, like, what do you do for work or whatever, like, oh, I do this, I do that, blah blah, and then you move on. But that's not the first thing that comes to mind.
Because us OGs, we want to know.
As long as you are working, that's important because you don't want to bum.
Yes. Because we OGs, we want to know how much you making, how long you been there, if you own your own house, your own car, got some baby mamas out there. We OGs want to know all of that. So, anyway, the next question. My man is mad because I said his boy couldn't come to my house because the boy stinks.
I'm sorry.
She says, was I wrong? Was I wrong? What you say?
No. I'll say that real quick and fast and hurt. No, you're not wrong. That is your place of peace.
Oh my God.
You don't want people disrupting it, even if it is through a foul smell. That disturbs the peace.
Oh my God.
If he smell like he can wake the dead, don't let him in your door.
Oh, she said wake the dead, y'all. Wake the dead. Oh my God. Oh, I'm done.
Pull the hair off a skunk.
Ooh. But, so, I mean, what are some reasons why we wouldn't let somebody in our house? What would be a reason you wouldn't let somebody in?
Untrustworthy. They smell. They're a bad guest. They're rude. They're dirty. I don't like them.
Yeah.
That should have been number one.
Number one, trifling hoes.
I don't feel like being bothered. Like, it could be anything.
Yep, I agree with that. Number one, trifling hoe. That's right. Don't come to my house. Don't knock on my door and come in my house after you done slept with my man. Girl, bye. That would be a good reason. Or just like you said, you don't like them.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question, my husband and I are in discussion about charging my 16-year-old rent to stay with us. I disagree. What are your thoughts on this? He's still a baby. I wouldn't be charging him anything. I mean, if he has a job, if they want to teach him something, maybe charge him $5 a month.
How old is he?
16. He's a 16. Baby.
I mean, I guess I can't really relate because, okay, when I was 16, obviously, I got my permit and then my intermediate and everything. And I was driving, but Mom wanted me to get a job. I really did try to get a job. Like, I tried everywhere in town that would hire 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Either nobody gave me a call back, I called, they said they weren't interested, they wanted somebody with more experience. I'm like, how are you supposed to get experience if nobody will take a chance on you, you know?
Yeah.
So she just kind of was like, you know, more lenient and understanding because she know that I did try. She saw the effort I was putting in and it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So she just said, "Well, just focus on your schoolwork, and we'll worry about that, you know, later after you get out of school and such." So I really didn't have to do that. I kind of, stayed under their roof, and they kind of just continued to take care of my needs because I still was their child. You know?
That's how we're doing, my son.
So I mean, really, a 16-year-old, all they really need to do is make sure they have obviously gas money and money for whenever they're running around with their friends and stuff.
Whatever.
You know.
Yeah, that's how we do my son. We don't charge him rent. But you know, when he goes on a date, it's like we all going on a date because we giving him the money for his date. So so I disagree. I wouldn't charge my child anything. So all right, and the next one is me and the girls were sitting around talking about men are naturally wired to cheat. Do you agree? Yes. I think they were born that way. They were born that way, and if they see something walking down the street, they're ready to taste it, touch it, and everything, girl, honey. Yes. They're wired. Yes, they are. Yes. I'm going to just keep saying that. Yes. It's in the DNA. What you say?
I mean, yes and no. Like, most of the time they're thinking with the wrong head. Instead of the one that's between the ears, they're thinking with the one that's between their legs.
Yes.
So, I mean, I can kind of understand that. But then again, they're acting on that action. Whereas if you just get stimulated by something, obviously it's going to do something to you. But if you act on it, you're consciously choosing to do that. Not all men do that. I will say that. But the ones that do act on it, they are pretty much, giving into that, and they're choosing, to be that way.
Yes.
So.
They fall hard, they mess up, and then one come crawling back. No, you saw that tall drink or whatever walking down the street, you ran after it like a little dog chasing a mouse or a cat or something. No, go on with it.
What that old song said, why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? But the dog and me.
Or like the old people say, what's that song? Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home.
But when he died.
Yes, remember all that, y'all, all of that. All right, I hope we have answered y'all's questions. Go ahead and please continue to send in these questions because we love to answer this. Send it on in to loosechatterpodcast@gmail.com. And that's all for this segment. And we'll be right back. If you guys won't see us unless you download the whole episode of this podcast on all the streaming networks. This is Loose Chatter Podcast.